Hello everyone, it's Carla from Casey Creates. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I was having some coffee. It's one of my favorite things to do is come and visit with you all and have some coffee. And actually I get to craft a little bit today. Excuse me. So even though I like coffee dyed and tea dyed things, I'm going to have to be careful not to spill my coffee on my crafting. I'm so excited because I have a good amount of time this weekend to just sit and craft. So I'm going to make journal covers. I've already made several signatures. I've got them folded and situated the way I want to stitch them. But for today, I'm going to work on decorating this journal cover with some of the elements from the Stamperia Rose Parfum paper line. And I have to say, I was trying to consolidate all of my work so that I could keep it in these trunks and little wooden suitcases, and I managed to do it, but I didn't get to downsize half as much. I probably should have a de-stash of some sort, but anyway, in my decluttering and consolidating, I came across this Park Lane pack of paper, and I've really been trying to, kind of get rid of the packs that are all cardstock, because in my earlier learning about crafting, I just started purchasing whatever paper looked pretty to me, and then not realizing it's called cardstock for a reason, because you're either going to scrapbook with it and use it like in a scrapbook, or make cards with it. And if you're going to use it for journaling pages, they're a little too thick. So then I started on a hunt for really nice, lightweight, beautiful papers, or just downloading the digitals. Anyway, this paper pad is all on actual paper, not cardstock. So I think I'm going to get a lot of use out of this one. But the ones that are cardstock, even though they're really pretty, it's been years and they're still just sitting there really pretty, because I really like to use them in my journals when they're lightweight and easy to turn the pages and actually journal on. So one of the this Park Lane Heirlooms one, I think, is still available, and it's got all kinds of wonderful options, and it's got tags and all kinds of vintage themed paper. So I can keep this one. I decided I can keep this one and get a lot of use out of it. And one of the ones that I've been tearing and using is this one on this kind of pinky mauve colored paper. This is one of the background pieces of cardstock, which I discovered does work well when you want to, cover a journal. The cardstock will work just fine. But for Stamperia, in this particular pack, I only got one of each design. And again, it's also decorated on both front and back. And I didn't get to show you the back of this one, but it's the exact same pattern, only teal background instead of the mauvey pink background. So I used as much of it as I could on the journal cover. And then the last bit of it, I'm just making it into 2 pockets for the inside of the journal. So if you would like to visit with me, maybe you can go grab a cup of coffee or tea or whatever you like to drink. And I thought, excuse me, I would go ahead and decorate this journal. I made this out of just 2 pieces of medium weight chipboard. Actually, it was a little bit heavier. And then the spine is kind of a lightweight chipboard. I'll show you in the next one that I decorate, because hopefully this weekend I can just have fun crafting and making videos. So after this video, I'll at least try to get one more video up, and if not one, maybe 2. So like I said, this paper came from the Stamperia Rose Parfum paper line, and it's got this gorgeous oval decorative framed image of little roses. So I thought that was super pretty. And then what I'd like to do is I'm going to use my art glitter glue. Oops. I probably should just use glue stick for this, but that's what I have here, so I'm going to use this. And I'm just going to do a little bit of layering. I think this is really pretty. Another thing that I said I was hauling, I actually finally found some Ranger vintage photo oxide, because it's been really hard to find this color. And I have a few of them, but they're so dried out that it's like pounding on with my dabber to get it on there. This and the other one though that works really well in case you can't find vintage photo, brushed corduroy is a good one. But for this one, I don't think I'll do any inking. I want to kind of let the white, the torn edge of the white stand out a little bit. And then I was thinking, because there's an oval on this one, maybe I'll do a little layering and do an oval on this one. I've also got some laces and some trims that might do well as a decorative element. And then this one I cut out of one of the pages in my 8x8 paper pad, and it's just a really sweet picture of a, there's a little lace doily frame there, and some postcards, and I think that's a cabbage roses, or maybe a peony rose, and then I like the couple strings of pearls there. So I'm going to put that on the cover, but I thought it would stand out better if I put one of these lace doilies on here as well. But now I'm starting to think it might be too small and get kind of lost. I'm not really good at doing any of this kind of decision making on a video because it takes me so long to kind of decide. And then, of course, I have so much cheesecloth, I don't know what to do with it. But do you think I can put my hands on it when I need it? I have no idea where I put it. I'm going to have to start putting it in varying places in different boxes so that I can just happen upon some and go, oh, there's some in here. I don't have to find it. Because right now, it's all in the same place, wherever that is. But I do want to add a little bit of cheesecloth, because if you know me and my crafting, I love cheesecloth and eyelash trim. I just like that it gives that little shabby element. So I'm probably going to glue some of the cheesecloth on here. Not that much. Let's do trim a little bit more off. And then, let's see, I don't know if this is going to stand out enough. Let's see. It might. Or maybe I could lay it on top. No. Definitely if it's going to go, it needs to go underneath. And there's one more option. Not these rectangle ones. Let's see. Oh, that one's pretty. Let's see what else. Let's see what other options I have besides that loopy one. That one looks sort of like a flower. Let's see. Let's see how this one looks. So, have you all been crafting at all lately? I've had such a busy season, way busier than I ever anticipated, doing pottery. and it was good, and I did a pottery sale with my sister. We did way better than we had hoped. It was just so exhausting in the end, but worth it. So we're really grateful. Some of you were asking, so I just wanted to let you know. We were we were featured artists in the Charlotte Garden Tour, and we came with 5 huge chunks of our work combined, and we only went home with 1.5 trunks of work, so that means we have to now get busy making more, but that's okay. So I have this music paper under here, but it's getting pretty covered. I guess that just happens. So this might look a little busy, but I think I actually like a little bit of the white doily with the off-white doily. I wish you were here to yell and tell me yay or nay. But since you're not, I'm going to have to make my own decision and say, I think I like it. So let's just go ahead and glue some of that down. And where's my cheesecloth? I'm going to put down the frame first. This is a brand new bottle of art glitter glue, and it's coming out really fast. So I'm going to just spread this a little bit. It's a really strong glue too, so I don't need a whole lot. I'll move it over just a teeny bit there. I don't want it quite centered because I don't want it to cover up all the music note paper. And then on top of that, I think I'll put a little bit of the cheesecloth. Move it down a little bit more. Well, it's just nice to get back to crafting, and I love clay. It is truly my first passion, but I don't miss the mess. And I still teach pottery during the week, so I'll have my hands back in it next week. So I was thinking of maybe putting the oval there, and then my little fussy cut piece on top of that. But you know what? I'm going to go ahead and ink that little design. So some of you, I've really been missing your videos, and I hope you'll come back and do a video for us again soon. I won't call any names because I know I've been MIA too. So just know that you are missed, and I would love to see you via video again. I'd actually love for you to just come have coffee or tea with me. So you could do that too. Anyway, I love how that oval kind of picks up this frame right here in the picture. But let's try my new oxide. Oh wait, is this the new one? Yeah, this is the vintage photo. I also bought new daubers, but I don't really need them. It was just a sale where it was buy one Tim Holtz or Ranger item, get one 50% off. So I went ahead and bought the daubers. I didn't really need any more ink. I buy the inks and I only end up using the one that I'm a creature of habit using, which is vintage photo, and then the other ones end up drying out. So I have several Ranger oxides that are just sitting there because I don't really ink with anything other than the vintage photo. And I think that's why I started downsizing and just consolidating, because I've done it long enough now that I really only want to keep on hand exactly what I'll use to keep a small space from getting run over. And we don't live in a huge space. And everything I look at is mine. So if I start feeling bad, I'm like, gee, I have way too much. And it's a nicer feeling. So hopefully I can do a little sharing as well. I've had a hard time getting stuff in the mail. I did sell a journal not long ago to a lovely lady in Australia, and that was nice. It was a lace journal. But for now, I'm going to just enjoy doing paper journals. I seem to just be on that kick right now, though I do love doing the lace fabric journals. Okay, so I just inked around that just to make it stand out a little better. And I'm going to glue it down. I don't want to cover up all my cheesecloth element there. Yeah, I think I like that. So we will stick that down. It's funny because when I cut something out, I check the other side to see if I lost anything really pretty. And even though this is pretty, the back side is not a big loss from my estimation. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and try to center that about like that, I think. And I did lose quite a bit of the music paper element, but that's okay. I'll pick up that little design element on the inside somewhere as I decorate the pages of the journal, maybe. Okay, it looks like it's definitely going to need some more glue. I probably should use my Fabri-Tac for this. See if I can get it to come out. There we go. There we go. Okay, so we have this glued down. I'm pretty happy with that. And now I want to see, I have some eyelash trim, and I'm going to put that down, and then I think I'm going to put some lace over it. Yeah, I like that. Let's do that. But I'm going to use Fabri-Tac instead. And I think I will go, we'll start with just putting it on this edge first. And then we'll decide if I'm going to put it anywhere else. So let's see. Put that there. So I do like the eyelash there. So let's see, should I put it all the way around? Well, I definitely want to just put it there. Oh, I want to use my Fabri-Tac. And on the bottom, it's being stubborn. I can tell I haven't used my Fabri-Tac in a while, and I think it might even get a little thick as it sits. Let's see. Oh, hold on, my sister's calling. 1 second. Okay, well, I hope I'm not doing too much, but now that I have the eyelash here and here, it just seems like I should have some up here too. Is that too much? I don't know. Let's go ahead and put the lace on. I think that'll help me decide. Got this pretty cotton lace that I think will look really pretty on the edge. It's probably too much glue, but it's the size of the hole, I think. Do I want to put it this direction? Yes, I do. So a little bit of the white lace. And a little bit of the, oh, let's put a teeny bit right here. So it will stick. I love this Fabri-Tac. It really does the trick. Let's see. It goes there and across. There we go. And most likely I'll put a little something there on the corner. For now, I'm going to leave it. Uh-oh, what did I drop? Oh, my dauber. Some of my phone. Okay, so I've got this. Hope you guys are still with me. I know this is probably not the most exciting thing to watch, but like I said, I have this way of feeling like I'm visiting with you when I make a video, especially when I feel like I have some time to actually craft. It's so nice to just turn on the camera and chat. And though my boys are wonderful, they're really not interested in me crafting right now. And my hubby has to work today, so he won't be around to hang out with. So I am more than happy to hang out with you. And my sister's got another event this weekend, so I know she's busy getting ready for that. And thankfully we got to hang out yesterday. Trying to pick up this music note paper somewhere other than right there. I don't know if that's necessary though, so I don't want to cover up all of this, so we're just gonna have that little bit peeking out, and that'll have to be enough. And I just really like that little element there, so I don't want to distract from that. I just want to make sure this is stuck down. There's a little bit of glue there, we don't want that. Probably from my finger. That's stuck down. There we go. Okay, I'm going to pause this a minute because I just want to have a little think, figure out what to do without making you just hang in there. Okay, so I decided, now that I have some eyelash here and here, that I don't really want to put any more on. A little bit is enough, just to give that little wispy, whimsical look. And here I'm going to add just the lace up top and no eyelash trim. I'm hoping to keep it a little cleaner as I decorate. But I did, not that it's really going to matter, but I did put a little peek of some of the music note paper there. And now I'm going to carry this on to the back. Well, oh look, I didn't even know the spine has almost 3 of these little medallion kind of things centering it, so I was going to put something on the spine, but maybe I'll just leave it. I think that's pretty, just like that. So let's, uh-oh, there's my scissors. Let's go ahead and put some glue up top here. Yeah, so this weekend is going to be just a fun weekend of decorating journal covers. Maybe I'll even get to the pages inside. But like I said, I've compiled the pages for, I think, 4 journals. I am so impressed when I see journal creators make like 3 and 4 journals at a time. They have Etsy shops, and I'm not interested in mass producing them in any way. It's just nice to kind of have a system so that you can kind of see them come to life quicker. So that's why I'm kind of trying to do mine in that manner. Okay, so that's the back little trim, and I'm going to put the same lace all the way around. I really like how narrow this white cotton lace is, because I don't want a big piece of lace because this is going to be a paper journal, but I want it to be white to pick up on the white in the actual paper. So I think it's just the right size trim for that. So that will stay on there. And for the back, again, I'm just going to leave it nice and clean, I think. Nice clean line, no layering of other, oops, wrong glue. I want this one. We'll see. I tend to be a more is more kind of person. So I think I'm going to leave this one simple, but who knows? Time will tell. I'm keeping the scallops pointing outward instead of inward. I love scalloped trim, scallop design of any kind. I think is really pretty. And then I just need a little bit here. Guys, I found this really cool lap tray at the thrift store. I'm just going to use it for crafting on. I can sit near in the recliner near the TV with it and craft pretty easily. But I pray I'm never sick and have to have a lap tray. That's all I remember is when we were sick and my mom would bring us soup and crackers and we'd have to use the lap tray thing to eat on. It was nice to be doted on, but I was a kid that hated to be tied down because I was sick in bed. Thankfully, we didn't get sick very often. But when we did, we'd get it really bad, like pneumonia or something that made you down for the count for a good week or more. But thankfully, we're all healthy and well and hope to stay that way. Okay, so I've got my white trim. It's feeling a little like it needs something there. I'm not sure. Oh, you know what though? Can you see? There's like this little off-white doily, and I feel like it's getting a little lost. So I'm gonna trim it with a little bit of the white lace to hopefully make it stand out. Let's see if I'm on the right track. I'm gonna tuck it down under this little element here. And then curve it. I'm talking out loud because I'm trying to get it to work. Talk myself through it. Yeah, I like that. And then I'll tuck it back under this piece. If I can get it under there. And I can. Yay, that worked. I don't know if anyone's going to notice it but me, but I just felt like it needed something there to give it a little more dimension. And tuck that under. So if you can see what I did, I just put a little bit of this same trim over my little doily piece here. And whether that's going to say translate into anything or not, I don't know. Let's see. Like I said, it is a little tricky to craft on camera because I feel like I'm thinking out loud, trying to make sure I'm not boring you to tears. Look, I got this huge thing of, I'll jump back to my haul video. I got this huge thing of trim, and you can cut it to the width that you want. Let me take this cellophane off. But what happened was when I went in line, they still they hand key in everything. They don't like scan stuff at Hobby Lobby. So she typed in $9.99, and when I got home I looked at my receipt. Well, I actually wasn't home yet, and she forgot to give me the clearance price, which was $2.49. Thankfully I wasn't that far away, but I thought it was worth going back since that was a whole $7 and some change difference. But yeah, so this huge bolt of trim I got for $2.49. So I felt pretty lucky. And ooh, I think I like that. I think, see this little bit of pearl decoration in the image? Well, I think just a little hint of pearl down around that edge of music note paper would be pretty. So I'm going to try to snip off. I'm just trying to snip off the little threads that are on the edge here, because I think it sort of distracts. I'm going to cut as close to those as possible to cut them off. And do excuse my gluey fingers. Once you get Fabri-Tac on your fingers, it really is a little bit of a chore. Even if you wash your hands, you can still kind of find it. It looks like you've got dry skin peeling off, and it's just glue. Alright, so there's this little corner here. I thought it'd be cute to pick up a little bit of pearl right there. So I'm just gonna go for it. I'm not sure that's exactly what I want or not, but sometimes you just have to do what you're thinking. So let's do it. I still haven't planted anything, you guys. I'm really on the late show. We have a long growing season here though, so I should still be okay. It's gonna go there. And that's gonna go there. Oops. Come back. There we go. Okay. Well, this is definitely taking me a little longer than I anticipated. So if you're still with me, thank you. And if you're bored, you can pause it and go do something else and maybe come back later. Or fast forward to the end. Because I think I'm still going to keep on going. I really like how that kind of brings out the fact that those are pearls right there. But not too much, you know, I don't want to go too crazy. There's not enough glue under there. Let's put a little bit more. The thing I did learn though is Fabri-Tac will take the sheen off of your faux pearl beads. So you have to be careful. It also takes your nail polish off. That's why I never really wear nail polish, because I'm either crafting with glue or my hands are in clay. Unless there's a special event or a long break in between my pottery, I don't do my nails. However, I am happening upon a long break soon, which I'm very much looking forward to. So I'll probably go get my nails done. Okay, so there's that. And that's the trim just going all around the back. And I think I have this, which is so pretty. I cut it in half because it was too long for where I was storing it. But they're just these little faux diamonds that would be fun to put somewhere. I'm just not thinking on the front right now. I could put a nice big seam binding, crunchy looking bow up here. I haven't really decided yet. But until then, let's go on the inside. And I've got this really pretty trim that I think will be gorgeous to trim out the pockets. I'm almost out of this. I'm not sure. Maybe, oh, I think I only really have about enough for that. So maybe I should put that there, and I don't know what this is on my lace. I'm going to snip that off because it's yucky, whatever it is. Throw it away. Anyway, I just think this is so perfect for trim. Just how do I want to do it? I think that's what I'll do. I'll use this one for the top of the pocket. And do I use eyelash trim first? Yes, I do. Let's do that. But look, there's a little bit of that water stained paper. I don't know whose idea that was, but I think it's very effective. I love it. It's a special little touch. A special little touch that I'm probably just about to cover up. It's so hard to see. At some point this is coming out really thick, but because it's transparent, I can't really tell how much is coming out. I think I do need a little bit more right there. Come on. There we go. Alright, so we're going to put down a little bit of eyelash trim. And then our lace. So, I've been watching other people's videos just to see if there's any new approaches to making journal covers, to making different kinds of spines, to stitching in signatures. It's kind of been a nice reason to watch new crafters too. I'm not sure I've watched very many new ones. I don't think YouTube suggests enough of the newer crafters. If you guys know of any new ones that you've really been enjoying lately, I hope you'll share it with me in the comment section, because they show a lot of the ones I've already been watching, which are wonderful. But I just know there's probably some new ones that I wouldn't mind supporting and getting crafting ideas from. But YouTube is such a huge space, it's hard to find new people. The algorithms suggest the ones that most people watch all the time. You know what I mean? So, anyway, kudos to the new ones, and hopefully I'll find you, because I'm sure you're doing wonderful things too. I'm going to keep the scallops going downward on this one. There we go. Once this dries a little bit, I'll press it down a little harder. There we go. Snip this off. So. And then I should probably have some for down there, shouldn't I? Oh boy, I don't know if I have any. Well, let's just go ahead and put this on first. Maybe this will be what I put on the bottom. Oh yeah, that's super pretty, but do I have enough for both there and there? We'll have to see. Enough for there. I have enough for there. And I think just enough for down there. That'll work. So I'm going to go ahead. Let's see, would that be pretty? Just that down there? Ooh, I like that too. Let's go ahead and do this. So I'm going to glue on some trim here. And here. This is such a pretty mauve-y pink. I actually think I'm at the end of this trim. I don't remember where I found this, but I'm pretty sure it was at a rummage sale. I don't think I purchased it in an actual retail store, but I've been sharing it and using it, and I thought I would never run out, and now the day has come that I think this is the end of this really pretty lace. I think I gifted some of this to Shaz. Hi Shaz, I hope you're watching and I hope you're well. I've been missing your videos, but I know you've had a busy 2022, and I don't know, I hope your 2023 is going well. There's a lot of crafters that I'm happy to say we still keep in touch, and they are sweet friends, just not able to craft as much as they used to, and I understand that for sure. So let's stick this on. Okay, it's actually a good feeling to use up your supplies sometimes, because it means you're actually doing work. So I'm going to get that stuck down and snipped off. The day is going by so quickly because I get to do whatever I want. Okay, isn't that pretty? Yeah, I'm glad I did that. And I've got to go back now and press this down. The eyelash trim was trying to lift off because the glue wasn't dry enough. I think it's okay now. And you know what? Had I thought, I could have left enough space for just one little line of pearls across here, which I still can, but I'm worried that it might not stick, being that it's the cover. Let's see something here. I'm actually in less of a mess than usual. I usually have stuff everywhere, but so far so good. I'm going to reach back here, see if I can. I have a bench back here with some supplies. I'm going to try to see if I have any more of that trim. No, I only have dots. Okay. That's not what I was thinking. What color is this? I'm trying to decide. See, I'm thinking I wish I had just a little something to go right at the top here. Not sure. Yeah, it definitely needs something at the top. And I think I just decided what to do. Let's see if I can eke out a little more life from this pink mauve trim by slicing this small piece in half. I think I figured it out. What I'm gonna do is just put half of it on top. What do you think? Yeah, I'm gonna do that. And then I'm gonna call it quits for this cover. And I've kept you here with me for so long that I should probably bring this to a close. But like I said, if you've got not much going on this weekend and you want to see another video or two, I will probably pull together some more crafting to do on camera. Let me see, do I want to make it go this way or this way? You know what? I'm going to make it go this way. because my pages will be covering up a lot of this once they're sewn in. I really just wanted a little bit up there for decoration. So let's stick this other one on. And I can tack it down right there. And there. And that's it. So when you see this again, hopefully I will have my pages sewn in. It's a little discolored there, I'm not sure why. Okay, so hopefully I'll have my pages sewn in. I might have a little bit of like a little rose embellishment there, or some, and maybe a seam binding bow. I may have something here. I have this really pretty lace that I think it came off of a sweater, and I had a thought to use it for the spine, and I'll probably use it on the spine of a different journal at this point, but I don't want to use it for this one because, like I said, I really like that, and maybe if I do anything, it'll just be a couple strands of the pearls. And you know what? I do like that enough to just do that now, and I'll make that the last thing I do for this little segment of crafting with me. Let's try it with 2 strips. Uh-oh. Got a little hooked to the eyelash trim. So I'm going to trim this as close as I can to the beads, and then fold it over the edges of the spine. Actually, I could fold it over. Oh, I'll do that. I think that'll be pretty. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to use the Fabri-Tac because it's tackier. The art glitter glue is nice, but it won't dry fast enough. So it'll cover up a little bit of the little decorative part on the spine. That I think my idea is, let me turn it this way so hopefully you can see, is to just fold this over. I'm going to have to let that dry a little bit, but I like that it's going to come into the back of this, the back of the journal a little bit. Oops, I want that on this side. So I'm just going to let one strip touch the spine, and the rest will be on the back. I think that'll be a pretty decorative touch. And when that dries, I'll be able to get it to lay down flatter, but right now it's trying to crawl away. And then on this side, just one strip. Sorry, my hands are right in your face. I didn't know that. These are definitely some heavily worked hands in need of a manicure. But I'm grateful. They definitely look like worked hands, but what I get to do with them brings me great joy, so it's worth it. Alright, and now I'm going to take this last strip of decorative pearl trim. If I can get it to stop twisting. this down. I'm trying not to get glue on them because it'll take off the sheen. And that won't be pretty. Okay, well once it dries a little I can straighten it up some. It definitely needs straightening up. But the cool thing about Fabri-Tac is once it's in place, it stays. So I can count on that. All right. So there's that and that. I think it also might need some kind of sentiment on the front that maybe says, I don't know what it would say. I think the paper pad, I saw one that said remembrance. I'm just going to flip through here and see. Give me flowers, I'll give you art. Oh, that's actually kind of cute. Did I see this one? It says, give me flowers, I'll give you art. I think if it were just a little bit bigger, because I like how it would pull out some of the green color. I'm going to cut it out anyway and we'll see. This sweet little pair of detail scissors, I keep eyeing those over again too because they're so easy to misplace. I can honestly say though I haven't misplaced them, but I like to have them in varying spots so that I can grab them. I used to say I don't like fussy cutting, but I actually do. I'm just not that good at it. But it is kind of fun to just kind of wiggle the scissors around the little images. I always think about if I were only able to sit in a chair, I hope I'd still be able to manipulate scissors and glue. I'd be happy. Okay, but again, why am I talking like that? God forbid. All right, so actually I think that's cute. I could put that there, or no, that'll cover up my oval. What do you think? I like that. Do I or don't I? Oh well, I guess you'll have to see when you come back and I have it finished whether I decided to keep that little sentiment there or not. I need to get this cleaned up so I can keep going because it's hard to keep working when the space is messy, and it's getting to that point where I want to put it all away because it's too messy. So I'm going to tidy all this up and move on to my next journal cover. Sometimes you have to walk away from what you're doing and be inspired in order to keep going, and I think that's what I have to do for this one, and that'll help me decide whether I want to do the little sentiment or not. Anyway, it's been a long video, so I'm going to say goodbye for now, and thank you for visiting with me. This is what I have for the Rose Parfum Stamperia collection, and this is what I decided to do on the inside. And the spine, and the back of the spine. With just that nice little ribbon of pearls. Alright, thanks for crafting with me, and I'll see you again soon.